Well, good evening and welcome back to oh, how pleasant. Look, the room appears to be a little bit lighter, doesn't it? You can actually see my face. It's because, yeah, I've got a new budget. Now I have lighting. Some people wanted to invest and they gave me $1.28, which was the exact cost of a light bulb at the local store after tax. So I put two in, and now I'm well lit. They're like, it's all about lighting, Jess. It's all about lighting. I'm like, it's not all about lighting. It's about what I say, even if I am in the dark. Don't confuse in the dark with in the closet. Those are two very different things. I was speaking literally about being in the dark, because I was. Okay. Yeah, okay. Um, so I'm going to continue this whole idea of Angel of the Wind's jingle. And I thought the last one was good, but it might not work. It's just a thought. It might not work for modern day advertising. So, what I'm going to do is actually come up with a really good song for Angel of the Winds. And I'm not going to be bullshitting. I'm not going to be like making a joke out of it or saying the truth. I'll be doing what people do when they get paid. You get paid, then you lie, and then whatever. So it's going to be really good. And so stay tuned in because I do want to do something very, very good and very brief, just like 20 to 30 seconds, like a 30-second nice little advertising spot. Are you seriously cutting me off? Oh, this thing just. Oh, fuck my life. See, this is FML, WTF. This thing just froze on me 2 times. Doesn't matter, right? I probably repeat a lot of the same shit anyway. So, aside from that, I did hear last night late that Corey Haim had died. Uh, and I wasn't sure how to feel about it. I think I was actually a bit sad because uh, I have, I was around he was a little bit older than me, but my adolescence, I remember Corey Haim. I remember, the Lost Boys and like License to Drive. I think I was actually in the theater watching License to Drive live when I was like 8, and I didn't really have the courage to feel up, my girlfriend sitting beside me, but she did. Of course, I had to stop her after 1.35 seconds, so I wouldn't. Yeah. But at any rate, friend Ed Holland said, "Hey, on WTF FML, why don't you bring up like the death of all these celebrities, man? These addicts who are constantly overdosing, because apparently he got a little quiz like, hey, guess which celebrity is gonna overdose and die next? Ugh. And Ed, you're right. That is a good topic for WTF FML. It is. What a fucking Roman idea that is. Hey, what's my prize? Who's gonna die next? Was I right? Give me my money. Like, what? Somebody died? Somebody fucking died. Now you want some fucking money because you were right? Oh, that's right. People like to be right. No, but it's crazy when you think about it. You can have, and there's assholes out there with all kinds of opinions, right? So you can be like, well, Corey Haim, man, well, he was a drunk and a druggie and did drugs his entire life, and he, in a way, he deserved to die. That attitude, like, well, that's what junkies get. They die, yeah. And prostitutes, those prostitutes, they just get beat, and then they die too. So it becomes like a moral story, right? Oh, you're talking about morals, not about a person dying. You're talking about because they were morally inept or something, and they weren't as good as you, and so kill, may they die. Oh, shut the fuck up, really. And I actually, because I was into the show, the Two Coreys, the reality TV show with Corey Haim and Corey Feldman, who were actually great friends for a lot of their lives, and then like they were both doing drugs and kind of separated. Then Corey Feldman got clean. Haim didn't so much. But I mean, it's crazy. And if you look at the life of a child celebrity, I mean, if I was a child celebrity, like really, I'd probably die of an overdose too. I would have been dead ages ago. I mean, just think of it. You're 13. 13 fucking years old. and you're in the limelight. You're a movie star. It's the 80s. Coke is big. And when you're in the limelight, there are clubs, there are circles. So at 13, you start doing Coke, big time. At the same time, you're impressionable. You don't really know what the fuck's going on, right? Some of your producers are Hollywood gays, and you do a bunch of drugs. Then they rape you in the ass a couple of times. Then you do more drugs to forget about it. Oh, it sounds intriguing, doesn't it, being a child Hollywood star? Next thing you know, 5 years go by, you become even more of a heavy drug addict. Yeah, your mind's confused. You're trying to figure out why you can't get any roles anymore because you somehow burnt all of your bridges because you've got this anger about things in general. And maybe you can't talk. You haven't had a counselor. Probably should have. But anyway, so time goes on. Next thing you know, you're a washed-up 38-year-old, and you can't get a role in Hollywood because, like I said, you burned all your bridges. And it's true, you know. At a certain point, you say, well, yeah, okay, a lot of shit happened to you, but you know, you're 38, man. You're a grown man. You got to start making some decisions. You know, you got to start having at least a few sober hours of your life to stay with the rest of the world. But I don't know, Haim, I liked him. You know, I kind of did. I mean, he got a little bit goofy there in his old age, and way too fucked up for me to even. So fucked up that I can't even really connect with him because he wasn't really saying much. But but it's just it's kind of sad in a way. It just is. Somebody dying. Why should that be like? And then some asshole is like invents this quiz, right? Who's the next celebrity that's gonna die of an overdose? And their little fucking site probably gets like 12 billion hits a day, so they don't have to work. They can just post this asinine shit about horrible things like people actually dying, and somehow that's funny. So that's that's a I think Ed that's a good topic for WTF and FML. You know. Because really, at the end of the day, if that's what people are like, if that's what people want to do, like these quizzes about the next celebrity who's going to die, yeah, what the fuck and fuck my life. Because I don't get it. I mean, I don't get it. Yeah, sure. I'm all for trashing on celebrities. But, like when they die? I don't really know what's so funny about that. Like, haha, Corey Haim died. He was such a loser. Ha ha ha. Really? I don't know. I can't get to your level if that's how you feel. I'm just, man. He's not really, just because he's a celebrity doesn't mean he's a fucking human being. So there it is. Wow, this has been kind of a depressing edition of WTF but that's fine too, so long as it is intrigues thought or something, or emotion or some kind of a response. That's good. Maybe I'll come back and do another one in I don't know, half hour or something that's more uplifting. But yeah, so Corey Haim dies. I mean, he's probably having a party with Heath Ledger and River Phoenix right now, and in some other universe. Not in heaven, obviously. But, yeah, so cool. Have a good night, and I'll probably be back shortly. But anyway, have a good night, and it's been a pleasure, as usual. And as always, thanks for listening.